You think you understand your dog, right? But what if some of the things they do every single day don't mean what you think they mean at all? Because the truth is, most dog owners completely misunderstand their dog's behavior. And without realizing it, they respond the wrong way. So let me ask you something. What if your dog has been trying to communicate with you and you've been missing it this whole time? Let's start with something simple. When your dog wags their tail, you probably think it means they're happy. That's what everyone believes. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Tail wagging doesn't always mean happiness. It can mean excitement, sure, but it can also mean anxiety, uncertainty, even warning. The real signal isn't just the wag. It's the direction and speed. A stiff, fast wag, it's tension. A low, slow wag, that's insecurity. So the next time your dog wags their tail, pause, because what looks like joy might actually be stress. And here's where it gets deeper. What it means when your dog suddenly stops wagging, something most owners completely ignore. Now think about this. Your dog follows you everywhere, room to room, step by step. You've probably told yourself, they love me. And yes, they do. But that's not the whole story. Dogs are pack animals. In the wild, being alone means danger. So when your dog follows you, it's not just love, it's instinct, security. You are their safe place. But here's the part most people miss. If your dog can't relax without you, it's not love. That's dependence. And if that dependence grows, it can turn into separation anxiety, which means the behavior you thought was sweet could actually be a silent cry for help. Now stay with me, because the next one changes everything. When your dog avoids eye contact, you might think they're being stubborn or ignoring you. But in dog language, avoiding eye contact is respect. It's their way of saying, I trust you. I don't want conflict. Direct staring in the animal world is a challenge. So when your dog looks away, they're not disconnecting from you. They're choosing peace. But what happens when your dog suddenly starts staring intensely? That's a completely different signal. And most people get it wrong. Now here's something that might surprise you. When your dog destroys things while you're gone, shoes, furniture, anything they can find, it feels like revenge, right? Like they're punishing you. But dogs don't think that way. This is where behavioral psychology comes in. Your dog isn't acting out of spite. They're acting out of stress. Chewing releases calming chemicals in their brain. It's self-soothing, so that bad behavior is actually your dog trying to cope, trying to regulate emotions without you. And if you punish that, not fixing the problem, you're adding fear to an already anxious mind. But here's the part that hits hardest. What it means when your dog stops doing this entirely could signal something much more serious. If this is changing how you see your dog, take a second, hit like and subscribe, because what you're about to understand will completely transform your relationship. Now let's talk about licking. Most people think, oh, my dog is kissing me, and sometimes that's true. But licking has deeper roots. It comes from puppy behavior. Puppies lick their mother for comfort, for food, for bonding. So when your dog licks you, it can mean affection, but it can also mean anxiety, submission, even a way to get your attention. It's layered. And here's what almost no one realizes. If the licking becomes excessive, your dog might be overwhelmed, trying to calm themselves down in the only way they know how. Now think about this one carefully. When your dog suddenly becomes quiet, no barking, no excitement, just still, most people think that's a good thing. A calm dog is a happy dog. But not always, eh? Sudden change in energy, especially if your dog was previously active, can be a warning sign, emotionally or physically. Dogs don't always show pain the way we expect. Sometimes they withdraw. So if your dog becomes unusually quiet, don't ignore it, because silence can be communication too. And now, here's the moment that ties everything together. Every behavior your dog shows, every look, every movement, it's not random. It's language. But here's the problem. We keep translating it through human emotion instead of understanding it through theirs. So we misread signals. We respond incorrectly and slowly. without realizing it. You create distance. But the second you start seeing behavior as communication, everything changes. That tail wag becomes a message. That following becomes a need. That silence becomes a signal. And your dog? They don't need you to be perfect. They just need you to understand. Because your dog isn't just behaving, they're communicating. The question is, are you finally ready to listen?